Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Franco here, and I'm back with another Clash of Clans video today. And today I want to talk about if you should buy the Rocket Spear or not, because if you don't know, I'm actually a free-to-play player, and well, that means I've never spent a single penny on anything in the game. And obviously, as free-to-play, you try to maximize the amount of progress you can make with, well, given constraint, no spending money on the game. And we constantly have these new events, and I did want to talk about if you should buy the Rocket Spear or not. So. There's constantly new hero equipment coming out, and it's kind of like, is it worth spending those medals to buy the equipment when you can buy um, huge time-saving items? Like the Book of Heroes is such a um, massive like value in just these pointless medals that you really are just going to buy another pointless hero equipment like a rocket spear, which you're probably not going to use. And as free to play, you don't even have that many ores. So even if you do buy it, it's probably not even worth upgrading or anything. As I'm going to upgrade it to level 1 because I have basically unlimited amount of shiny ore. I don't know why. Glowy ore just is so hard to come by. But I did want to talk about why I decided to buy the Rocket Sphere. So I actually just recorded this video, and my Wi-Fi went out as soon as I bought the Rocket Sphere. So I did do that live, but you can't see that anymore. And we do have a replay here from one of the people in my clan. Let me do those donations quick. We do have a replay from, oh my god, another one? I always try to donate the spells just because there's that spell achievement that I am still trying to grind. But we do have some guy in our clan who did use it and got a 3-star here, and this is really the only footage I have of the Rocket Spear, and I think he has his really high level, like level 26 already. What's the max level? 27, I think? Yeah. The 27 is the max level, and it really doesn't even look that good. Like, he used it with an Earthquake spell, like, used it on purpose, and he used both the Seeking Shield and the Rocket Spear, which I think is the combination that is probably the best with it, just to have her snipe and take out all those damages. But like, you get minimal value from it. Now you have an RC without the ability, and the RC abilities are so overpowered. That's why the RC is so good, and this one just seems kind of underpowered. But it's still too early to tell, and that's ultimately why I end up buying all of the hero equipment anyway. I always buy the Spiky Ball, Frozen Arrow, Giant Gauntlet, because you really never know. And I already made a video talking about this. I think I'll link that video in the description. I'm not really sure which one it is off the top of my head, but you can hear my explanation on why you should always buy the hero equipment. But there has been one misleading stat that I thought I have to make another video on this topic because I think it was improperly explained. So if you haven't heard of this small YouTuber, Judo Sloth, no, I'm just kidding. I'm the small YouTuber, Franco, but he actually made a video discussing everything about the event, whatever. He's like in bed with Supercell, they give him all the details and everything. And he basically broke down if it's worth buying the Rocket Spear or if it's worth buying for gems. And he did a calculation. He went to the trader, well, the trader that you can always buy stuff for gems and everything, and it's weekly refresh, so technically you can't buy unlimited amount of it, but basically you can, because every week it gets refreshed, and you only have so many gems. But he said his calculation is the gems is roughly 1.07 gems is equal to one of these Super Troop medals. And that got me thinking. I was like, no way. I was like, you can buy the thing for 1,500 gems or for 3,100 in the shop? And I was like, you're telling me as free to play I'm that stupid that I've been losing 1,500 gems roughly, because then I would just buy Books of Heroes or whatever and because that's 3 Books of Heroes I'm losing out on. And I was like, no way. I can't believe I've been doing that for all this hero equipment, and I've been telling people to do the same thing. And I just realized how much of an idiot I was. And then I started looking into the calculation. I was like, that's just not right. It's just so misleading. And I know his videos have millions of views and whatever, but I think he just completely overlooked and misled everybody on this. Because his calculation is 1.07 gems equals 1 super medal for the ores. But if you have these medals, who in their right mind is buying the ores? You're getting the ores every week constantly. And you could be buying, if you're free to play, like the ores, I understand it's important to get them and everything, but at this point, like we've had ores, it's June right now, middle of June, since December. If you're not maxed out on all the hero equipments that you want to use, or in my case, almost all of them, I'm trying to get the Hog Puppet up here, so that's why I haven't maxed out the Rage Vial and the Haste Vial. But if you haven't maxed out, so this one's maxed for Town Hall 15, just saying. But if you haven't maxed out your hero equipment, what are you doing, man? Like, Maybe it's that you rotated in a new epic equipment or something, and those take a lot of ores. But even with that, I was low in like silver trophies for about 3 of these months. If you're high in trophies, you should have no excuse for having your ores not maxed out. That's almost why I think it's kind of shifting. Like I know in the other events, like people always wanted to buy the ores and everything, but if you've been playing since December at like a highest level, like Town Hall 13 plus, like I really don't think anybody's buying the ores. And honestly, the calculations are right. So if you look at this, 60 glowy ore for 150 gems, or 60 glowy ore for 280. Whoa, that's actually still off. For 280. It looks like it's almost double. So I don't know where he came up with this calculation that 1.07 gems equals a super troop medal. But aside from the ores and everything, like I still don't think it's worth buying the ores. And if you look at it, 3,100 Super Troop medals is what the Rocket Spear costs, and it'll be 1,500 gems. So realistically, it's saying that it's about 2 gems per Super Troop medal, or sorry, 2 Super Troop medals per gem. And if you do that calculation, you're like, oh, okay. And then you look at the Book of Heroes, and it's the exact same value. Book of Heroes is 500 gems. Everything is roughly double for these medals, so you really can't even scam the system unless you're maybe buying these ores, because technically the ores are slightly cheaper. You see, it's technically a little bit under 2 for each of them. The glowy it should be a little bit over 300 Super Troop medals, but it's 280. Like, you're winning a little bit of that battle, but not much. The shiny ore is actually worse value, and then the starry ore should be, well, it should be significantly more Super Troop medals. So you are getting the best value buying the starry ore and then the glowy ore, and then everything else is just like even value. Like, you're not really gaining, you're not really losing. But who really needs a starry ore? Like, the starry ore, there's only a couple epic equipments, and mine's almost always overflowing. I can see maybe if you're upgrading these things, but like, I don't really think you got to use all the epic equipments at once. And I don't think starry ore is really the bottleneck in general. So I think, well, then I did the thing, and I was like, so you're telling me I'm not actually gaining anything as free-to-play by buying the Books of Heroes versus buying the Rocket Spear and then using gems for the Book of Heroes. It's the exact same value, so ultimately you shouldn't be looking at it as a free-to-play perspective, which is what I always do. Even with Clan War League medals, with every single resource in the game, I'm trying to optimize, find the best way to spend all of them. But for this, it really doesn't even matter, which was kind of disappointing to kind of figure that out, because I was like, oh my god, we could save 1,500 gems. But yeah, it's not going to work like that. And I recommend buying always that epic equipment, because you never really know how good they're going to be, how overpowered, and you might have to wait months till you can get it in the shop, honestly. Yeah, I mean, those are the reasons you should buy the epic equipment. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And also, I do have an announcement to make. I will show one of my replays, but my last video with my only Wallbreaker account actually I got a shit ton of subscribers and everything from it, and so many views. It's my best performing video ever, which is actually so cool, and I really appreciate all the support that everybody's putting into the comments section and everything. And we actually just hit 700 subscribers, and I know if I hit 1,000, my channel will finally get monetized. I've been posting Clash of Clans video for like a year, literally for free, but I've never asked for subscribers. But if you do enjoy the content, subscribe, because I do see that we're getting close to this goal, and I feel bad finally asking for people to subscribe. I've never asked in a single video for someone to subscribe, someone to like, ever. And if you do really enjoy the content, and you think you're my #1 fan or something, consider joining the channel. You can join it for, there's gold tier and silver tier, and it helps me out, and it really motivates me to make these videos, because honestly, I've been kind of getting a little bit burnt out of Clash of Clans. I just hurt my knee pretty badly playing football, and I haven't had really much to do, and I've just been icing my knee for 15 minutes every 2 hours, and when I'm sitting on the toilet in my shower just blasting cold water on my knee, I have nothing else to do other than play Clash of Clans. And let me just say, I'm playing it a lot, and there's only so much I can do with Legends League, so I've just been playing on these other bullshit accounts I have, like the Wallbreaker account and everything. So I am getting kind of like, I don't want to say burnt out from the game, but like, it's getting a little bit exhausting, because that's all I can really do for like I know it's only 15 minutes, and I'm sounding a little bit like stupid right now, but yeah, I thought I'd mention that a little bit. But I have been using E-Drags in the my regular Legend League attacks. I can show my Legend League log right here. I have been bouncing around just roughly 5,200 trophies. If I really wanted to, I could make a push to hit my all-time best 5,477. But I actually kind of just I don't know. I don't really feel like it. To push in Legend League, all you do is you pop a training potion, do all 8 attacks before you get a single defense, like today, but I did horrible on my offense, so it didn't really matter. Um, and I think there isn't much left. 10 days, and if I roughly keep my spot, I will beat my best end of season, which is kind of the goal for this one. And I guess we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.